So in operating system lab, the first program is fork implementation. But as you know, fork is not discussed in theory yet. So let me give you some basic idea about the fork, what it is. Okay. So you have already studied about the process, some basic things you know. So what is process? Program under execution is called as the process. Okay. So let's suppose one process is executing something, and parallelly it also want to execute something else. Then what will happen? It is busy in doing some other task, but at the same time one more task is assigned to the same process. So what will happen? The fork system call will be executed at that time, and for this process P1 the child process will be created, and it will be exactly clone, or you can say it will be exactly having the same code as the P1 is having. Got it? So that is why this is called as the child process, and it will always return the process ID. See, suppose fork system call is happened, then what will happen? If it returns zero value or positive value, it can return zero value, positive value, or negative value. Yes, if it returns negative value, it means there is unsuccessful completion of fork, or no child process is created. Okay. No, if returns 0, then it is for the child process is created. Positive is process ID for the parent. Okay. So let's see, let's suppose main method is given, and in that printf function is there, printf, and simply hello is written here. Okay. So this is your one process, and suppose one fork is written here. Okay. So what will happen? This P1 is the whole parent, it will be acting as the parent. Now one fork is written here, what it will do? It will simply create one child, and overall one parent is already there. So how many times the hello will be printed? One will be printed for the child, and one will be for the parent. Okay. And it will return the process ID to the parent. Got it? So how many time total hello printed? Two times. Now let's suppose one more time fork is written here. Then what will happen? See how the hierarchy will work now. Initially every whole was the as a process P1, or then we call one fork. For one fork what will happen? C1 was created as a one child, and it will be having same code. Okay. And one P1 was already there. So this is for one fork. Now one more fork is written. For this fork what will happen? This C1 will be creating one more child as C2, and C1 is already present here as a parent of C2. Now for P1 one more child will be created, and P1 itself is there for the parent. So overall how many times for hello will be printed? 1 2 3 4. 4 times hello will be printed for the two fork calls. Got it? Now one more thing is, sometimes it is asked how many child process are created. Can you tell? See, 1, 2, 3, and P1 is for whole process. So 1 is the for parent, and C1, C2 and C3, 3 child process are created. So in general, if we want to say, so we can say if two fork are called, then 2 power n time hello will be printed, that is 4 times hello will be printed, and 2 power n minus 1 times child process will be created. How many child will be created? This will be done with the help of this formula. And how many times printf function will be called? These many times. Got it? So this is the basic of fork, how it is we are going to further do in our lab. Okay, actually not much is covered in the theoretical part, so that is why we have started from the basic of the fork. Got it? So in the upcoming week, uh, in theory part, some more things will be covered which will be useful for you in the implementation of the program. So in the upcoming week or next lecture, we will be implementing the fork. Till then, you just try to study about process, what is PCB there, it will be covered, and then fork system call is there, what is orphan, zombie process. Try to explore these things. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you all.